Rich, a good win in the end, made it a bit difficult in the second half, but how pleased were you initially with the first half performance and then the victory in itself?
Yeah, I was pleased with the first half. I thought we really defended strong. I thought our defence, our line speed, our contact and our work after contact to get back on side, I thought was really good. Probably set the tone for us. And then I think if you're defending like that, you're either forcing the team, the opposition to make mistakes, but you're on the front foot, and then when you're getting the opportunities as well with your kick chase and scoring tries, and we did that. We scored some real nice tries. So, but big pat on the back defensively first half. I thought our discipline went in the second half, and Workington, to be fair, upped the game, and their defence was slightly on top, I thought, for some periods in that second half.
They were proving quite hard to break down, weren't they? They were quite resilient, something that probably they can take out of the game. Were you still pleased with the patience probably going forward, and then to be switched on in defence only to concede one try, which even though it was from one of our errors?
Yeah, obviously Phil would have given him a rocket at half time. He's a good coach, and he would have been disappointed with that first half. I think in terms of the play momentum, we just went away from them in the first half, and if we could have just come out in the second half and scored a try early, they would have probably folded, and it was more of a battle then, wasn't it? A war of attrition under the circumstances with the pitch the way it was. I was pleased that we did score a couple of tries towards the end. I was disappointed to concede one as well, albeit from our area and our mistake. We won't get the opportunities this week to make mistakes.
I know you don't really like singling out players too often, but there was a couple of players who really shone today. Ricky Sharif firstly came back into the side, not easy to come straight back in. How do you think he played? And it was nice for him to get a try in the first half as well.
Yes, it was good. It was a bit of a bottle out of the blue to initially for Ricky to put his hand up and want to do pre-season. Got through that and wanted to go out on loan and get some game time. He did that, and then he's come back to us, an all-round really good player with plenty of experience as well. I think that helped us today, not just his actual game, just to have someone with that experience. We will need that this week as well, going into a cup fixture. I was pleased for him to get a try. I was pleased with his defence. I think he feels he could have done more, which is good. We always want more and better from our players. The other player I thought was great again was James Saltonstall. I just thought, he's getting better every week. He's still not the finished article, and the fullback that are quite. He's just got some areas that he needs to improve with ball in hand. But what can you say? Wow, some of the catches that he took, under pressure, he breaks not just the first tackle, probably the first 3 or 4. He's going to be a marked man, and it's something that we'll look at doing and improving him in other areas as well.
How important the group are looked after ahead of Friday's big game against Wakefield in the Cup. There must be some confidence now going into a back-to-back wins going into this game, and obviously Wakefield having a bit of a heavy defeat at the weekend. And what kind of confidence can this game take into Friday's game?
Well, we'll be the underdogs. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're not. We're a championship team. Albeit a good one. Wakefield have obviously had a bit of adversity. They started the year really well. I think they were top of the league after a couple of rounds, and they've had some injuries as have we. So it'll be a little bit backs against the wall for us, if I'm being honest. That said, we've got a couple of wins there. Our defence was strong. We'll be looking to do that again against Wakefield. Be a bit more disciplined. We won't get as many chances that we have today or in the championship. Our chances in good ball will be limited, so we'll have to make sure that we execute our plays very, very well. But I think we can back our defence, and hopefully can defend as we did in that first half.
As a kind of group, as a playing staff and coaching staff, how exciting is it to have this Challenge Cup tie on a Friday night under the lights in Wakefield against a Super League opposition, and to ultimately test yourself against the highest opposition?
Well, that's where we want to be. We want to be playing against these teams week in, week out. Friday night, plays what? Obviously, we played Bradford under the lights, and that was great. The atmosphere was great over there. I'm sure be a similar crowd, and hopefully all being well. We had great support against Bradford. We'd love our fans to really get behind our Challenge Cup tie this week. I think that'd be really good. We took a few fans over there. It would really lift us. I think it'll be an interesting game. I think there'll be a few interesting games this week. A couple of the senior players have just spoke up there in the dressing room about Challenge Cup, what it means to the club, to them, some of their experiences. I think that's important as well. that you don't just get caught up in just another game. It's not. It's the Challenge Cup, and there's light at the end of the tunnel. But we want to let's not get carried away. That was a good performance for us. It'll be a different test this week.
Have you got a few selection headaches as well, looking into that game? Maybe Ben Johnson coming back in. Obviously Ricky played well today. What are you thinking team selection wise, and any other injury knocks picked up today?
Well, Scott had a little bit of a knock, and we just sort of managed him and brought him off the field when we could. Adam Robinson will be available. Keith Holden, as you say, Jono should be past fit. So yeah, and Tommy, we should have some selection headaches, which is great, because leading into the week we were scratching around, if I'm being honest, but everybody's tipped up real well. So we're not sure on the makeup of the squad. What we will say is the team that we select will put 100% in.